Hi everybody, this is Katie. I want to make a quick video and show you how to use Transcender like a boss. Own this product. This is your product. You paid $50 for it and you need to use it to pass your certification. What happens when you pass the certification is you get chances for interviews, you get jobs, you get an automatic A in the course if you haven't finished the course yet. In most of our certification courses, just ask your teacher, and you become successful. You can get a car, you can get a house, you can, live a happy life because you got certified and you owned this product like a boss. So, there's my pep talk. I'm going to show you the two features that we're going to use within Transcender for our assignments. Now, I made some videos last semester, and I have assignments set up for Transcender, but I wanted to make this quick video because there's things that we learned about Transcender and how to better use it this year or this semester that I want to share with you. So when you go into your product, you go to XVoucher, you'll get a link in your email and it will tell you how to connect to it. And if you used Transcender last semester, you'll get one email. If you're new to Transcender, you'll get 2 emails, but it'll give you instructions on how to activate your product. So, history, you want to check your exam history often. Often. What's often? You want to check it to make sure you're progressing well. When you're over 100% on your exam, or when you're at 100% or over passing on your exams, that's when you know you're ready to go sit for the exam. The 2 parts are in the practice exams that we'll use. The preset exam experience, we might use this at the beginning. I have some assignments that have you going in there just to get used to Transcender, but these preset exams are really meant for when you've done all your cramming and all your studying. So you're ready to go sit for the exam and you want 90 questions at one time, or if it's a different test like Linux Plus, that's only 60 questions. Every certification that CompTIA offers has a different number of questions and time, so you'll have to look at your product that you're working with. So these preset exams, they're really meant for when you're ready to answer and sit for the exam, because it's going to go through this whole set of questions in a specific timeline. So this will take some time to go through. Now, in the beginning, if I ask you to do a preset exam, don't freak out. You'll probably fail the exam. If you don't fail the exam, then you probably don't need to take the course. You're probably ready to go sit for the exam, and we'll pass it. So that's the preset exam experience. We will use those for the final exam in a lot of my courses that I teach. I'm not sure about the other professors if they do that as well, but I think so in some cases. Optimize exam experience. This is the most useful part of Transcender in my opinion. And where is a class, we learned how to best use Transcender last semester by going into Optimize exam experience. Now, before I explain this section, remember, this is your product. You've paid for it. This is offered in the industry for a couple $100. I don't know the exact price, but it's way more than $50.50. Talking to a director of IT a couple weeks ago, we mentioned we were using Transcender, and they go, "Oh, that's a great product. That's how we pass people through a ton of certifications. They cram for it." Now, as a teacher, I want you to learn everything and really understand it, but when you're going to take the certification, a lot of it is cramming, memorizing, putting that in your brain for a temporary amount of time so that you can go and pass the exam. Now, you'll get the bigger picture as you're going through and learning and doing hands-on as well, but certification, a lot of it is just memorization. So when you go into the Optimize exam experience, there's some really useful parts to it. this particular exam has 345 questions in the test bank, and all of your exams are broken apart into different test objectives. So Linux might only have 4 objectives, and Security Plus might have 6 objectives, but these match up with the objectives of the certification exam. You can go to CompTIA.com or .org, look up the certifications. The objective list matches these test bank questions exactly. So let's say that I want to select 10 questions from the industry standard practices in network theory objective. I say 10 because when we do a set of questions, it's what I found is it's most useful to do a small number, because what you want to do is really look at that question, and this particular thing isn't timed, so you really want to look at that question and read the answer one question at a time, so that if you get the question again, you know the answer because you've spent a few minutes on that particular question. So this one, let's see, company, which of the following would you implement? So I'm not sure on this one because I haven't memorized this table, but what I want to do is select my answer, the one that I think it is, and I want to grade the item right here. Now when you grade the item, an explanation comes up. You want to take your time to read the explanation, because this is where you're going to learn so much out of what they're looking for in these questions and in the certification. So here, and maybe the next question will be on whatever 10G base LW is. Now I didn't know what LW is, but if I read this, a single mode fiber, 25 or 16 miles maximum cable run, if I get that question again, I know what the answer is. SR and LR are not for Sonnet. So again, I'm reading, I'm putting this in my brain. I'm going to be able to get the answer right because I've read the explanation when I get the question again. So here's another good question. This type of question comes up often, and also in the certification settings. The choose to questions, I hate that, but they're there. They ask you a lot of, select the most true answer, or select 3 answers that fit. Here, let's see, 2 different wireless options and implement WLAN technologies with the least affected by multipath distortion. Which is least affected by multipath distortion? A, B, and G. I'm going to say A and G. But again, I'm not sure, so I'm going to grade this item, and then I'm going to read the explanation. Least affected. Now how I came up with this is I know that these 2 were the newest standards. B in Wi-Fi came before A. So I concluded that that was the most least affected. But again, read the explanation, because that's going to help you answer the next question, or you might get that again. Geez. 82 feet. 25 meters. That might, okay, in this one I'd look 25 meters. 100 base T or 1000 base T. I'm looking at the distance. Now I don't know this one either, but I'm going to grade that, and then again read the answer. So CX is 1000 megabits per second, 25 meters. maximum length of 25 meters. So that was my key there, which I got wrong. FX is fiber. I knew that. F is 10 megabits over fiber optic, 100 megabits per second. 100 base T is fast Ethernet, unshielded. Ow. I should have known that with the T. But anyway, the point is, read the explanation. That's where you're going to learn. Go through your 10 questions, and when you want to end it, you'll get your grade. Now, the benefit of this optimized exam experience is you could go back in, do 10 of these questions again, and start it over, and hopefully some of these questions are the same. So your score gets better and better every time you go through this. It will, if you own it like a boss and do it like a boss. Okay, one other really cool part of the optimized exam experience, and I'll have you do both this type of questions and then pick a keyword. So say that I want to select UTP as a keyword. What this part will do is give me all of the questions that have UTP in it. 12 questions. So I can go through, I don't want to load this one, I want to skip this question real quick, but I could go through these 12 questions. Tool could input, I could go through these 12 questions. Okay, read the explanation, go through each one, read the explanation, go through each one, and then when you're done, I'll have a score. So I get 0%. But when I go through those same 12 questions again, the second time, I better get close to 100% because I just went through all of them and I just read all of the explanations. So that does, I know the process seems redundant, but that's how you're going to do well with Transcender, and that will then in turn lead you to doing well on the certification and being happy and getting a job and completing this course and, you know, making everybody in your life proud of you. So, own Transcender. You own it. Take ownership of it. This is your product. Use it every day if you can to prepare you to take your certification. January, our students, Carla, hi Carla, and Leo, hi Leo, both passed certifications just a month ago between the semester break. One was Leo did his Security Plus, and Carla did her A Plus certification. They both used Transcender in their courses last semester, took a couple weeks or a week between the semesters, crammed. Went to test, both passed it on the first time try. So congratulations, you two. Interesting note, what came shortly after that for Carla was a interview and a job offer, and that's awesome because that's what she needed to do. So do that. You'll be great. I know you'll like this product. Just give it a fair shake and own it like a boss.